1982, Sleepaway Camp, with Lancer Dancer, Whit Paxton, and Shane Bradford on Horrorland Television.
On Horrorland Television.
Horrorland. Sleepaway Camp is a personal favorite of mine. Can you guess why, Shane Bradford?
Because you're in love with Felissa Rose.
That's right. The Wagners are in love.
The Wagners.
Yeah. The warden. My wife, the warden, she loves Felissa. That's like...
Yeah, the better part.
Yeah,
better part.
That's right.
Yeah.
This movie is 80s cult classic. As it just doesn't get any more cultier, classicier
Here's the thing.
than that movie.
With us, maybe not with, but us, you're kind of weirdo. We enjoyed it at a young age.
Absolutely.
Okay? It's got its popularity more recently.
It really did.
It became more of a cult following within the past 8 to 10 years.
And I wonder why, because Felissa Rose is literally the sweetest person, and she loves her fans.
No.
And she's almost every convention.
Absolutely.
Which helps the popularity of that movie.
I love
Sleepaway
Camp. It is not my favorite of the series, and we've talked about that in one of our live episodes. No, it will not.
Him and his twos.
Yeah. But it was a phenomenal movie, because I still remember the time watching it. I was 8
Wow.
when I watched it, in 1988.
Wow.
Okay? Rhonda Shearer already got me into sleepaway camps and stuff like that. And then I was introduced to Sleepaway Camp. And we're going to talk later of why that movie fucked me up. But you start off with, what's his name's brother in it? Who's the guy? James Earl Jones. Who's it? It's James Earl Jones.
That don't give me the line on that.
Yeah.
Don't give me the line on that.
The old black guy at the beginning.
Yeah.
I think that's his brother.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, and it may not his, but it's one of those.
Put in the comments if he's right.
Okay.
That one got by me.
A group of teens. So first we'll start off with if you haven't watched the movie,
it's 40-something years old.
I want to say that most of you have seen it.
Yeah, most of you have seen it. So it starts off with a family, a gay couple, and their kids.
Boy and a girl.
Yeah.
You know, and that right there is iconic for back in those days itself.
Well, absolutely. It's trendsetter.
Absolutely
a
trendsetter.
So they're out there in the boat with each other, and some dumbass teens, because in that time we were really dumb. Now you just guys think you're cats, but here we were.
The guy let the girl drive the boat.
Yeah,
he's thinking on the wrong end. He's thinking on the wrong end. It's like,
The deal is and that's so 80s horror movie. Yeah. Oh my God! It's like by the time you realize what was going, you could turn the boat.
Yeah,
you're gonna turn that.
Here, let's turn a little bit,
and then boom, kills the.
Well, we don't know who all it kills at first.
We do. It kills the man and the boy. We're gonna go a little further. It kills the man and the boy, and then the ant. Creepiest ant you'll ever meat in any
but
fucking
crush that roll.
Crushed it.
Absolutely crushed that roll.
Yes.
That bitch is iconic in her own, you know.
And we find out why later on.
Yes. So we're going to talk about it. So
can't wait till she comes.
A little girl survives. So what happened to the boyfriend? Yeah, why didn't he take the little girl?
Right.
Because, he wasn't in it. He was born into the ass pound.
Well, he's like on the beach going,
oh.
Yeah.
So. Oh my God, you're going to your aunt.
I'm not responding.
I'm not dealing with you.
So, or maybe that was the dad and said, "Fuck this shit."
Right.
You know,
I didn't want you to begin with. My boyfriend did.
He never did really explain.
So he does not explain any of that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make it up. Is the dad did not die? The dad just didn't want the child.
Right.
Send it to the aunt. That's how we're gonna say it. So it goes to the creepiest aunt. Who already has a child, who is probably the most normal kid on the face of this planet, who actually has the greatest line in any fucking movie. We're going to get to that in a second. they end up getting sent to camp, right?
Right.
And they had their vaccination and all that, the little baggie and everything. The end talks about it. And they go to the camp, and they're all hanging out, right? And there's the most pedophile, creepiest.
Someone you want to die. Someone
yeah,
you want to die.
You want him
Yeah.
to die, right?
Yeah,
And he didn't die.
He's not
Right,
a good
We don't know if he died.
You know
okay?
he's a bad person.
He is a bad person. They go there, and they're all hanging out at the camp. He's like, Angela, you don't want to eat. How about you come back here, and I'll find you some cock meat sandwich
Right.
you can eat. He didn't say those words. They were looking for soup. That's how it played out. And then the brother, what are you doing? Gets him away. And then he's all doing crawfish. What is he cooking?
It was something.
No, corn.
Corn?
Big ass.
It was
Yeah,
corn?
they were boiling. Yeah, I think he was boiling corn.
In the big ass
Corn.
pot.
And then he's doing
The
it. He's
biggest
like,
fucking
what
pot
are
I've
you
ever seen
doing?
in my life.
And it's so 80s. There's no blood.
I mean, yeah.
What are you doing? Like, you just get off the stool.
And
This
you're
fucker's like, he's what, 6'2", 6'3", probably pushing 300.
But you don't have to, you don't- You're thinking too much. You're thinking too much.
There we go again, thinking too fucking much.
Thinking a little bit too much.
So, he gets boiled.
Taken off.
And then
He
he
gone.
has a bunch of, like,
he's,
you
He
know,
gets
weird
fucked
blisters.
up.
Good makeup.
Good makeup.
I thought that was good
Yeah,
makeup.
it was. It
It
really
was
was.
good makeup. He gets taken off.
I mean, you felt the pain.
No CGI back
No.
then.
You felt the pain on that deal.
Absolutely.
Seeing all that.
You
Bubbling.
knew it was practical. The thing is then they go and do baseball, and
Here it comes.
And the people, for one, they decided to wear the shortest.
Now that's how we dressed back
No,
then.
yeah,
That was the way
Yeah.
we did it.
y'all dressed back then.
Well,
Short
I-
shorts, crop tops.
Hey, we
for guys.
didn't have shorts and shit. We cut our shit off.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all were
Yeah.
Daisy Duking the
That's
shit.
right.
Daisy duking the shit out.
I don't know. I do not remember Bo and Luke looking like that. All right, all I gotta say. So y'all did another thing. All right.
We took it to the next level.
You
in the
took it
80s.
to the next level because
That's
they
right.
were short. And then I still think one of the greatest
That's
lines.
a
He
great
goes,
line.
You know, eat shit and dies. And he goes, eat shit and live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
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 I mean, that is a fucking
It really is. It's
iconic line.
hilarious.
Because you do not get more threatening than that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, he nailed it on that
Yeah.
one. Good fucking line.
Yeah.
But they were.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
for kids, that's fucking. That's
I
great.
actually asked Felicia, I said, what's up with the shorts? And they said they were told to bring what they had. That's what those
That's
people
what you were
had.
wearing. Yeah.
And they wore those short ass, ball tucking,
Yes.
here's my testicle shorts.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was no doubt
And-
about
and
it. That's
like
how
I
we
say,
were dressing back then.
That made it so much better, really.
we were dressing for
because
comfort.
that's what everybody wore then. Nobody
So,
gave two shits
so
about
hold on, we're gonna talk about this move, but comfort. You wanted like shorts that grabbed your balls and said, "Here are my balls. My
Yeah.
balls are right here."
That was
Back
just
in
what
day.
we were doing.
Yeah, that's not comfort.
That was in the fashion.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was
I mean,
hot.
that was
I grew
kind
up
of
in
the
the rat tail era.
In,
Rat tails
in the
were fashion.
80s, that was the introduction of the fucking leather pants
Yeah.
and the fucking show it all and
Oh, yeah.
dirty day and you know.
No, 80s was you could still be hip and look like a woman and hair metal band.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
And
it
that's
was.
what it was hot.
Yeah,
The women were wanting
So,
those guys.
yeah.
Bad.
absolutely.
Crazy stuff.
Okay, so Sleepaway Camp, we had the baseball scene. Now everyone's picking on Angela and stuff like that. You had the biggest bully of ever, you know, who prior to their last camp encounter didn't have boobs, but in this camp episode, she has boobs,
Right.
and now everybody wants to talk to her, and she's the biggest bitch on the planet.
She
Yeah.
played that part well.
She did.
She
Well,
came off as a
Her
bitch.
attitude grew as her
Yeah,
breast
as her
grew.
boobs grew.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
a bitch.
Yes, she was a bitch.
And
And she had to go.
I think that's kind of the way it was back in those days also.
absolutely. Someone was an
yeah,
alpha.
exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
Some, even a
That's-
woman.
that's all,
someone was an alpha.
It was all-
So that already set Angela off, okay? And then you have the only nude scene is a bunch of dudes stripping down and you
yeah,
see
going
their
skinny
ass.
dipping.
They're going
Yeah.
skinny dipping, all right? And
I
then
can see you involved in that.
yeah, no, I was. I directed that scene.
Right.
And then But the
It's fucking idea.
no, and you had that one kid in the boat looking for the girl. Habba-dibba-doo. Well, I remember what he said. You remember?
Yeah, some stupid
He's
shit.
some stupid shit. He's there, and there, he's like, "Oh, hey, you!" And then he drowns by a 90-pound woman.
Now you don't know this. Now.
We don't know that.
You have no clue.
We had no idea. It could have been that 300-pound fucking
Came back.
came back fucking pop face. Gonna kill them all. We do not know
I
that.
do-
We
I do
don't
like
know.
how they did that.
We don't know
We know.
how. We don't know who's under the fucking boat.
We know.
No, we don't at that point.
We don't at that point.
We
No,
don't.
we
We
found
don't
out.
know.
That's what I'm saying. I love the way they did that.
That's what I loved about it, and that's where we can battle it. In part 2, we automatically know who the fucking killer
Exactly.
is.
Yes.
Part 1, we have no idea till we get that.
To the ending.
Whoo! What the hell?
Yes.
At the ending.
Yes. So, dude, we don't know. 400
But-
pounds, we don't know. Grounded. Camp counselor finds the dude at the end. The garter snake comes out, and so they put that snake there to be creepy, but it's a harmless snake.
Oh, it's like
Right.
stupid, you know, because the fucking snake ain't gonna be in the goddamn water to start with.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
anywhere around
not
there.
a
It's
water
like,
snake.
they had to go out in the woods and find this son of a bitch and drag it down there. And that snake's like, what the fuck? Come on out of here. You know,
So,
like,
the good thing is
I'm not
all
a
the
water
people that
snake.
doesn't realize that
yeah,
saw it
it's
as an
like, I'm
accident.
not a water snake. Y'all let me
Yeah.
alone.
Okay,
You know?
and then we have the camp counselor who automatically assumes the cousin of Angela is the killer.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's adamant. He's killing these people around here. And then his girlfriend, who is sitting there going, hey, we're going to hook up. It's not his girlfriend. He's like 60.
Right.
She's like 19.
Yeah.
And she's ready to bang 60-year-old.
That's
Is
Anthony
there-
Anthony
Is
Kiedis.
there something wrong with this whole fucking scenario?
Yes.
And I just would.
And
it's like, that's pretty
It's not
exciting.
a bad setup.
If the dude was Hugh Hefner,
Yes.
get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Hey,
He was
he
not
didn't
a-
have
He
a
was not
bathrobe
Hugh
on.
Hefner, okay? So she's going to the bathroom, doing her old shower thing, and then stab. That's the first actual blood you've seen in the movie.
And we're
Yeah.
still wondering
Yeah.
who's doing
Who's
these
the
killing.
killer?
Yeah.
Who the
Because you
fuck?
know-
But there's, like you said, they're trying to direct you to make you
Yes.
think.
Yeah,
Yes,
different
it's-
people are.
Slide of
Well,
hand.
yeah.
and the camp counselor is the cousin.
Right.
The whole fucking time. Okay? And then the best, most craziest kill scene. Colonel Iron.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What's her name?
Yeah,
I forget her name.
She deserved
Yes.
it.
She's a
absolutely
bitch.
deserved it. Yes.
She was
She's the Karen of all Karens in movies. Okay?
definitely.
And
She
I've
was.
actually
You always
met-
got to have that
No,
Karen.
I
And she
met-
was the
I
Karen.
met her at Frightmare, and she's the sweetest person.
Absolutely.
Ever, you know, and
Well, they usually
I told
are.
her, I even told her, I was like, look, I've been missing you. She's like, oh, you're here to see Felicia? Don't already have her. I'm here to see you. She goes, really? I was like, yeah, no, I came for you.
I need your
And
help.
those other two dudes, but you know, because the other two dudes were iconic, but she was a bitch.
Right.
Okay? You have Angela.
She can still
You-
furrow her brow and still
Yes,
come off
yes,
itchy,
yes,
you know?
dude. She nailed that fucking scene. And, I mean, you don't see it, but she shoves that current on her in her cooter.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. And
Well,
it shows.
that's what we're all thinking. Yeah, not sure what happened, but we're all thinking.
Yeah.
It's like-
So,
That's a good kill.
you
yeah.
have that. You know, you have all those fucking iconic little kills right there that you don't actually see them. The story was there to imply that these
Right.
were happening because it's like My Bloody Valentine. They just had to recently release it with
Mhm.
actual kill scenes because at that time
From
they
the
were
original.
they would not allow you to show it same era. So I'd like to see another re-release of this movie
If
with
they-
those
if they
kill
have that
scenes.
footage.
Yeah, I think they do.
Okay.
They just couldn't put it in there.
Right.
Okay, it's the same thing with
That would be cool.
That
Well,
It
would
really would be.
well, Wes Craven would always make a scene so bad that when they watched it, because he knew they were going to cut it, they would cut that scene and not worry about the other one.
Oh, okay.
So he would make scenes
Oh yeah.
so
Over
bad.
the top.
Yes,
Yeah, it's like,
they would
oh
only
shit,
focus on
we'll
that.
let you have that one, but you can't have
Yes.
this one. Yeah, I
And he
see
would
it.
do that.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah,
you know,
fucking-
you know.
That's
So, but they didn't do that with Sleepaway Camp. they went with it. Here's what we had. So there may be scenes out there I'd like to see.
Right.
Okay.
I could have done without the last scene.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
we all know what scene that was.
No, the thing is you have the young man. In that time was probably a good-looking man, little boy, that was in love with Angela, and he wanted Angela, and it was the whole "this is who I can't get" scenario.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
I think that's why he wanted Angela so
You
much.
know, and you got to
And
feel
she's
for
like,
the little
so
kid.
quiet.
I mean,
She goes,
he's,
after the social,
yeah.
meet me at the waterfront.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's the line.
That's
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
man, he's
So
he's
he
built
gets-
up now. He's like,
So
woo,
I'm
you know,
getting
like,
laid. So he goes
well,
down
not
there.
even maybe that, but he still
Yeah.
got that. He got that acceptance. So,
And if you've never seen this
So-
movie at this point,
yeah, it's like, oh my
But
God,
he thought he was getting laid.
right.
He's 15-year-old boy. Thought he was getting laid.
Well, maybe he's just getting some booby.
You grew up
You know,
in a time where all you had
no,
was farm animals. Us normal people.
Motherfucker,
He
he
thought-
ain't got that much younger than me. Don't be like, but normal people. I'm like,
So,
over.
but he goes to the waterfront. They go searching because everyone's dying. We got to figure out is. You walk out there and Angela is holding
The
his
head.
head. Okay,
Butt
Angela
naked
with a winker.
with a wiener.
With a wanker. I mean,
So
that's-
she's not a
Yeah.
girl this whole
so
time.
the whole time.
That's
The dude
definitely
survived.
an oh shit moment.
Yes.
I didn't even she was holding his head. I didn't
Yeah.
even see that part. No, it's like,
She
oh,
was
no, I
looking at the
did.
dick the whole time.
Yeah, it's like,
He was
I
like,
think we all were like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Whip's like, is that average?
What? That ain't right. It's like,
And
no.
the face
no.
that she makes,
Yes.
she still does
Yes.
that face for the people.
But that
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
isn't her. It's only her face.
Right.
Okay, that's a dude that they put the face over. They didn't have a fake wanker. Fake, wanker.
Fake wiener.
Fake wanker.
Yeah.
It's like, you
I can't
say
even
that
say
three
it.
times.
I say wiener.
Wiener.
Yeah, wiener.
That was actually
Yeah,
a dude
that
on
was
set.
That was definitely
Yeah.
the oh shit fucking moment in that
Yep.
movie.
Iconic. Absolutely iconic.
Oh, it is, and that's.
It is nuts.
Yeah.
Okay. But
And hey, and we got to give a shout out to one of our Heartland family members, Ben Rhodes. We know that's your favorite part.
hey, he loves wieners.
Wow.
He's the man.
Yeah.
No,
And
it's
for the
definitely.
right price, he will take your wiener.
Wow.
No, it's definitely the oh shit moment of the whole movie.
Yes. Okay. And the
Didn't
thing
see
is,
that
is
coming.
look, and we like to change it up, and we like to get different people to vote at the different times. Lance has to vote on this one first. I need to know what Vance. Lance. So look, we do 6-pack voting. You guys know that it's based off 6 beers. Lance does not drink beer.
I'm not much of a drinker.
He's not much of a drink. If Lance had 1 beer, he'd be hammered right now. All right. Lance is energy drink Lance. So Lancer Dancer. How many energy drinks are you basing on this?
It's not a perfect movie, but it's a 5 energy drink movie because I just think the shock value alone. I mean, you sit to this movie, you may be going, oh, this is cheesy, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, what? And I think that is so early 80s.
Yes.
Yeah.
They really
It was
went on a
early,
limb with
because,
that.
Yeah.
Part 2 and 3 came in like 88, 89.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
Still 80s, all
Yes,
80s.
yeah, all 80s.
But man, the end of that movie, and yes, Felissa is a best friend. I could text her right
Yes.
now, call her right now. But I'm telling you, that has nothing to do with that. That movie is really that good to me. I think it's an iconic movie.
I know it's a great
So
cult
5.
classic. It's a
5.
classic. And they've got a
It doesn't get
strong
cult.
following.
It does not
Yeah.
get cultier. than
No,
that
it
movie.
doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't. So,
Okay, so Whitaker.
like he said, it is not a perfect. The wow factor there at the end, especially, I thought some of the kills. I mean, for even the time was kind of cheesy, whatever, but still fucking great show. I'm gonna go 4 beers.
Okay, no, I
I'm
can
doing
respect
4
it.
beers.
So look,
So-
guys, I grew up in the '80s, and I grew up going to rent movies with a good VHS cover. This
Yeah.
actually has a phenomenal cover onto it, but as a '80 kid watching it, when I watched it, it wasn't that great.
Right.
Okay, I only like it more now only because I like Felicia.
Right.
I think she's a great woman, and when people want to go see actors in movies they enjoyed, there's no better person to see than Felicia.
Always had a big line.
The deal is when we go
wish
back.
I had to prove it the weight, right?
Well, when we go back to watching covers, part 2 is way better than this movie. And if you're talking to me right now, I'd give part 2 6 beers. You know, I'm actually only giving this one 3.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm giving it 3 because I love Felicia.
But it needs to be watched.
It needs to be watched.
Okay.
Okay.
At least one. You gotta watch it once.
3 beers for me.
So.
You know, but the deal is 7 beers, you're still getting a good
7 beers and
then you get
5
a good
freaking energy drinks. You're going to be running around the block.
Yeah.
Going,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, you do need to watch it. It is a cult classic. Please stay tuned. We're going to have a horror shirt coming on after this. Like we told you in numerous episodes, if you want to be involved with anything, please reach out to us. If you have stuff that you do on your own, please reach out to us for that. We'd love to share it. I'd also like to get a shout out to the fire station that is watching us right now.
Yep.
That has been watching us from the beginning.
New Braunfels, Texas.
New Braunfels, Texas. Thank you guys.
Love you guys.
We love you guys, and I'd love to have you guys on one of our live episodes one time. Talk about horror.
Reach out to us. We'd love to be in contact with you.
Absolutely. Good supporters. Thank you guys. Watch Sleepaway Camp.
Watch Sleepaway Camp. Do it.
Come on. I don't think this is a good idea.
Trust me, there can't possibly be any way in here.
Oh, yeah. No. It's literally boarded up.
There's got to be some kind of way in here. If it's abandoned, there's got to be some way in.
Yeah, a creepy way in.
Yeah, sure. Maybe through here?
I don't know. Maybe this is just a sign to go back home.
Let's go. Let's walk around that way.
I really, don't like this.
There can't possibly be anything here. Hey, here's a door.
I don't.
Maybe it's unlocked. Let's see.
Let's hope not. I don't know about this. This feels really disrespectful and really, really creepy.
If no one owns it, it ain't disrespectful.
Okay, well, how do you know somebody doesn't own it? Exactly.
It's just been abandoned. That's what I heard. Might as well take a seat. We walked this far already.
You said nobody owns this house?
Yeah.
If nobody owns it, why are the lights on?
Probably an old hunter's cabin.
I don't know. I think we should leave.
Nah, just sit down.
Holy fuck.
The fuck are you in my house?
No way!
Where are you going? Where are you going, little girl? Come on in here. Little girl. Huh? Yeah.
Please.
Huh? You're gonna stay with us for a while.
Don't hurt me. Please, I didn't even want to come here. It was his stupid idea. Please.
Well, you might ought to should have thought about that first. Cause you done fucked up and entered my world. And you're going to go for life.
Let me go. Let me out of here. No.
Night night.